Don't do this. Don't do what I did. But let's see if we can still recover from the misplay. Of course, we're going to draw into another grade 3. Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today we're going to be doing a deck profile on set 19's GreatNature. Of course, this has been out in the wild for quite a while now, but I never got the chance to cover it, and I ran out of ideas. So I guess that's the video for today. Let's talk about my list for GreatNature. Let's talk about some ideas and some things I tested, and check out a few games. So for my list, I play the Telescope Rabbit. It lets us trigger the extra 4K and the retire ability at the end of turn. You have some units that actually can plus off having multiple rearguards retired, so this definitely really helps. And also a lot of your skills for your Legion units, especially, that helps you restand and do all that. Sometimes you need the 4K to actually scale up and hit your opponent, and sometimes, well, you don't have the 2 counter blasts, so might as well just activate the Telescope Rabbit to do the job. Next we have 4 Taping Cats, Soul Blast 2, draw 1. Very, very nice. You might find yourself rewriting a couple times, and you do need to Soul Blast and use those mates very wisely. So definitely really helpful, and nice draw, nice draw. 4 Coiling Duckbills, very important piece. On place, choose one of your rearguards. If it gets retired at the end of turn, draw 1. What this card does is it lets you have a 7K booster, helps you hit those numbers, and helps you draw so you don't minus off that retire. We play 4 PGs. We play the old PGs because we don't actually need to be at LB4. You have a lot of skills. Even though they might use Counterblast, there are actually countercharge capabilities, so it's not that harsh. And you do want to be kept to low, so you have a safe margin, and that's how I like it. And lastly, we play 1 Recorder Dog. What this unit does is, when retired, you get to call out a Vocal Chicken. We play the Vocal Chicken engine. Generally speaking, it's just because it's a 7K booster. You can play the 8K, you can play the 6K, discard 1, draw 1. Really, it's up to you. I find that the Recorder Dog can be nice sometimes, because sometimes you have to retire the cat, and at least you get a booster out of it and help you hit numbers. Next, we play 4 Illusion Scientist Researcher Fox. This is an amazing card. When this card is retired at the end of your turn, if you're in Legion, add a card with the same name as your Vanguard from your deck to your hand. So you can add, if you're in Legion, you can add the grade 3 or the grade 2, which means that you could re-Legion if that's an option, or you can just pick up another Researcher Fox and thin the deck. So that's really nice. Next, we play 4 Capable Assistant Guru Wolf. Rearguard circle when this unit's attack hits. If your power is 20k or more, including boost, draw a card. So again, it includes boost. Guru Wolf is 9k. Combo that with Coiling Duckbill, that's 16. With your starter, that's 20. Alright, so in addition, this is on hit, right? So, if you want to trigger check first before swinging with this unit, you can, if you hit a trigger, 9 plus 7 plus 5 is already 21, and it nets you a free draw, which is really, really nice. We play 4 Melodica Cat because it's the superior call target from when Vocal Chicken's retired. So even if you don't have grade 2s in your hand, the extra 1k plus the 4k helps you hit 21 with a 7k booster. At the end of turn, you can retire it to call out an intercept, and that's quite solid. And lastly, we play 1 Binoculus Tiger. It helps us get those extra 4ks and retires when you need it. When you're on your multi-attack turn, sometimes you need that extra 4k so you can actually swing. For example, if you're restanding a 9k unit, Binoculus Tiger can make it 13, so it can swing to your opponent's Vanguard for free without boost, and then when you restand it, it becomes 17 with a booster, can hit 20 something. So really helpful to hit numbers. If you're not planning to play the Vocal Chicken engine, definitely play Binoculus Tiger at 4 because it's very, very nice. And lastly, we play 4 Texture Fox. Legions with Researcher Fox. When your rearguard is retired during your end phase, if you are in Legion, countercharge 1, and in addition, if the retired rearguard has the same card name as your Vanguard, call a card with the same card name as your Vanguard from your deck to an empty rearguard circle and draw a card. So, that if you're in Legion, that would be either a Tester Fox or a Researcher Fox, right? In addition, Vanguard circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have another unit in the center column, Counterblast 2 to stand one of your rearguards, and that unit gets +4 and retire at the end of turn. So both of the Legions have this skill. and it synergizes well with the first skill. Something else to note is that it doesn't require you to be in Legion to actually use the second skill. So if you're going first, for example, and you don't want to, and you can't Legion, or if you're going second and you don't want to Legion, well, that's why sometimes putting your starter behind the Vanguard, or considering mulliganing for another grade 1 would be really helpful, so you can consistently use the skill, and it's an option. Next, we have Guru Tiger. Guru Tiger is Legioning with Guru Wolf. If you're in Legion, discard a card with the same name as your Vanguard, so that's either Guru Wolf or Guru Tiger, and have 2 of your rearguards get the following ability until end of turn. When this unit is retired during your end phase, call this to a rearguard, an empty rearguard circle, and draw a card and countercharge 1. So this procs for 2 different units. Of course, you can stack this so you can countercharge multiple times, and can be very, very nice. In addition, it also has the same counterblast 2 stand 1+4 skill, so it synergizes well with itself. It's quite solid. And we play 1 Polaris. Polaris is a standalone unit. It's the cheap counterblast one when you're near the end of the game, when you don't have much counterblast. Then this is the one you're going for. And when it attacks the Vanguard, it gets +3 as well. And lastly, we play 4 Vocal Chicken. I know a lot of people didn't really like it, myself included, but in this set 21 metagame, I find that having the defense is so crucial. When a lot of the clans like Shadow Paladin have a lot of burst, you really need to stack up your intercepts. Being not having 2 intercepts is a really sticky situation, and what Vocal Chicken does is it gives you that comfort when you're playing this game. So generally, your starter behind the Vanguard, because you want to proc out your Vanguard skills without having to be in Legion state. So especially if you're going first, and then on your turn 1, you want to ride something like Recorder Dog or a Quelling Duckbill. Turn 2, I would like to ride something like a Melodica Cat, something that doesn't really have much utility, playing from her hand, or maybe something like a Guru Wolf. Ideally, on turn 2, maybe you can set up a Guru Wolf Quelling Duckbill play. That's an option. You can use your Binoculars Tiger to actually have 3 swings to the face if that's possible, scaling up. So that's quite nice. And then on your turn 3 turn, primarily I do like Tester Fox going first, because you don't need to Persona Blast. And then if I do want to use the skills, again, put the Rabbit behind the Vanguard so I can restand. One more thing is that if you're going second and you want to Legion as soon as possible, then Taping Cat is your best go, because if you set up those units up, Soul Blast 2, that's already 2 cards in the drop zone. If you had those intercepts or whatnot, then you're 4 and ready to go, and then you can Legion and start doing stuff. So that's basically the simple terms. Generally speaking, your restand targets, your retire targets is going to be a Researcher Fox or a Vocal Chicken. Reason being is because Vocal Chicken can replace itself with a Melodica Cat, and a Tester Fox can at least help you net something. And if it's the same, if you're on Tester Fox, then it gets to Superior Call It Back, and you get the counter charge and all that. So yeah, that's basically it for the simplest explanation of the deck. Let's see how the deck performs in a few games of on ladder. All right, so again, GreatNature, a little bit outdated, but can still be quite fun. Do I think it's very competitive? No, I don't think so. But I think that, its consistency with being able to enable 4th attacks, consistency with being able to draw and replenish your board with units can be quite strong. So here, I'm just going to get rid of the Polaris. It's not really a main ride target here. It's the 13th unit. Cat is okay as a ride target. Guru Wolf is solid as a rear guard on turn 2. Combos well with the Quelling Duckbill, as we just mentioned. So let's see if we can manage to make it happen. So here we're going to be playing against Tachikaze, also something that you don't see often on ladder. I honestly haven't seen a single GreatNature on ladder, except myself. So that's just how it is. I definitely think that people can be caught off guard with it, and that's how you get them sometimes. So here we do have an extra Guru Wolf, I believe. So, Guru Tiger, sorry. Wolf is the grade 2. So that means that, even though it sucks that we have another grade 3, we can choose to rewrite it. We can also choose to use it as Persona, and that definitely does help. So opponent's playing the Break Ride, which can generate crits. So it would be very, very nice if we could draw into our PGs. Let's ride the cat. Let's ride the Guru Wolf. I mean, let's call the Guru Wolf. Words are hard. And let's use the starter to actually help us proc the wolf. So Vanguard hits 20, so we're guaranteed to push for 2 damage here. The trigger definitely helps, but drawing into the Grade 3 does not. What it does give us is an option to go into the Tester Fox though, which can be valuable. So we did get into the Cable Sheep, and I'm drawing another card. So here we go. We have no Grade 2s though, which is a shame because, you know, even if we have the chicken, you know, at the very least that could turn into a Grade 2. So this is not the best situation, but it is where we're at. So we get the Eternal Legend. Setting that up as a food for the Break Ride turn, quite smart. And also using the Baby Rex starter can generate you a Eternal Legend, which means an extra heal if you choose to Legion it back. So so that's quite spicy. It can be. Here, Knight Armor can't really do much. Ooh, we got the cat, the chicken. That's solid. So maybe we don't have the Counter Blast. Maybe I'll go into the Tester Fox. And what we can do is we're at 2 damage, so we don't really need to Legion up yet. What we can do is actually just set this up. Don't really want to Legion non-triggers back to the deck. And here, that is a misplay because we don't have Counter Blast. Whoops. So yeah, no Counter Blast, also very bad. Don't do this. Don't do what I did. But let's see if we can still recover from the misplay. Of course, we're going to draw into another Grade 3, Tester Fox this time. But it's okay, misplays aside. At least we have the PG to as our get out of jail free card. Taking those damage could open us to Counter Blast to actually do stuff with our rearguards. So hopefully we can do something with this big mistake. So here they're just gonna Soul Blast, draw, counter charge, and then they can use whatever is in the soul, which is the Break Ride, to a Legion 4 triggered back, which is quite nice. Unless they ran out of mates. No, they did not run out of mates. So doesn't look so good for us. Honestly, it's looking pretty terrible. Small misplay. Not very small, quite big. Another draw trigger. Oh, into the cat. And this is a 3 crit. So our PG is going to proc, because if it doesn't, we're going to die. And we don't like that. We don't like those. So unfortunately, because we use the starter, we don't have the Counter Blast to actually use the reset skill unless we top deck Polaris. Which we did it, and that's okay. For this turn, actually, maybe it would be fine to simply Legion some triggers back. And a PG. And hopefully we draw into a PG, or else it could be a little dangerous. So checking for 1 PG, they showed 2 already in the damage zone, which is really nice for us. Not nice for them at all. They do have the 3rd PG. So yeah, one thing is, even though we did brick, I argue that we bricked because we just drew into a lot of Grade 3s. We can afford to just spam retire and just toss them back in, and we still have a really healthy board. So that's one of the great parts about playing GreatNature, is that nature does its thing. So here they drive check the last PG, so we know that they don't have the last one in their hand. We do have the chicken. And no real reason. No real reason to really Legion here. I don't think. I'm just gonna call the chicken. Here we could have used a starter to help us hit 21 on the restand attack, but is it necessary? Well, now we're checking for 2 heals, and luckily they didn't have it. So 2 misplays there, but GreatNature, you know, makes it, and shows the Tachi dinos why they're extinct. So I mean, I guess the concepts are pretty similar. Tachis are dinosaurs with technology. GreatNature is animals with technology, but approach is slightly different. And GreatNature is I don't know. Which one do you prefer, Tachis or GreatNature? It's gonna be a hard pick for some of you. So let's go into another game. I've been playing against a lot of Paladins, so this matchup was really quite surprising. But some misplays. I do tend to find myself making more misplays when I am recording or streaming because I'm trying to multitask. And for those who want to play fun decks, I guess look forward to the casual mode coming to JP and hopefully coming to Global. Here we're going to be playing against Lil Sam. So let's just keep the Tester Fox. I think we're quite fine with this. And I try to mulligan into PGs or more grade 1, grade 2s, because those are always nice. Grade 3s, we don't need that much. So this might be a VP farmer. I believe so. So I'll catch you at the end of this this fight and get you to the next one. So I did not record it, but see this? It was a 6 damage heal. It was a 6 damage heal. From 5 damage to 5 damage, and so the curse continues, just not on camera. But let's see if we can finish off this game finally and hit those numbers. So there we go. No on-camera 6 damage heal, but the heal saga lives on. The heal saga lives on. So we're 1 game off Legend 24. Let's see if we can make it and get to the next level. So the goal generally per season is around 30-ish, but I've been slacking off lately. There's a lot of stuff to do, so you know, not where I want to be, but it's close enough. So hopefully this isn't a VP farmer. I'm always afraid of matching games over like OTT or Royal players these days. But it looks like it is the case. So let's play it out. You know, sometimes people pretend to be VP farmers, which I've encountered as well. So here we're going first, but that's okay. Just gonna put the rigor to the side because we don't actually have any playable boosters. Even if we do get the chance to restand. So let's see if this is an actual VP farmer or fraud. Fraud. One time I was actually caught off guard, and I got Tomed. So there you have it. You know, just because they're VP farming doesn't give them any extra privileges. You know, sometimes you just have to go for the win. Can't give them free damage. Okay, so we actually had to go through 2 different VP farmers. So hopefully, you know, at least 3 wins. I can't complain, but for your enjoyment, let's actually hope that we get an actual game in so we can demonstrate the power of GreatNature. Alright, let's find level 13 as well. 10 gems, very nice. Alright, let's get to it. Please be an actual match. And even if it's a meta deck, and unfortunately we lose, well, we're just, you know, gonna be casually chilling at 0 points. So it's still good. It's still good. It's still good. All right, let's see. What are we gonna be matching against? Gold Paladin. So it is gonna be a pair of Paladin player. You know, most of the ladder experience, if you've been playing this season, it's Shadows or Golds, or maybe the surprise pick of Royals. You know, which one do you want? Well, Personally, I think shadows are the most threatening, and then it's golds and then royals. But what do you think about the paladin meta? So here, I'm actually pretty comfortable keeping what we have, you know, even though these are 5k, you know, and if we're probably going to be riding it, it is going to be a 5k Vanguard. It is still fine, you know, I think it's still fine. If we soak up some damage, if we have 2 damage, then that means that we can more consistently pull off our 4th attacks with less, you know, issues in our gameplay. So here, we're just going to ride it, that's fine, tipping cat. Putting the starter behind the Vanguard, as we usually do. And especially now that we need to hit numbers, and we're just going to swing for 10. And a heal trigger a bit too early, maybe next turn when we soak up some damage, but that's fine, you know, we can always legion it back. Playing the 10k, interesting. So this card is just objectively better than the Gallatin 10k, because this is a Legion main and the other is not. So, yeah. Of course you can play both, so you can just play both. Here, 9k, 10k, 14k columns, you know, missing a booster. Maybe they can deal 3 damage this turn. Chooses not to use it, which is quite interesting. But, okay. You know, if they just pure call the grade 2 or like a 7k, 6k booster, and if we both didn't see any triggers, we did, they could dealt 3 damage. So, drawing it to the heal is not that nice, but 1 damage check is all it takes to just block, even though we're a 5k tiny little body. So sometimes numbers matter. I mean, all the time numbers matter. Sorry, but yeah. Remember to hit numbers. Very important. So here we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna swing to Vanguard, and we're just gonna keep swinging. You know, even though we can hit the 7+3, I don't think it's that important. You know, if they leave it in the front row to do stuff, well, it's fine by me. That means 1 extra shot to the face next turn, if I can set it up. If they put it to the back row, well, that extra boost isn't gonna, you know, do anything. I mean, unless they Blaster Blade Liberator, I guess. But not that big of a deal. Rather push for damage, so we get more pressure in without being too behind. So, calling the Holy Shine Dragon, so playing a crit draw heal build. Not viable right now, but maybe in Giro, maybe. So, playing a mix match of random kind of stuff. Garmor, Holy Shine, nice combo, but other than that, doesn't look like there's a lot of synergy on our opponent's end. So, a draw trigger, that's really good. It seems like we're not drawing into grade 3s anymore, we're damage checking them, which is perfectly fine. So getting the Blaster Blade, that's something to be wary of. Tester Fox is also an interesting ride. I think Tester Fox could be the ride here. That's Soul Blast 2, so actually Legion. Waiting for the game. Please work. There we go. PG is really good. It's Legion. Put back the cats back because we do have the chicken. It's actually superior column. What do we do next? I guess we can do the Sorry, I got distracted by whatever's going on. I should not have put the 7k. I should have called the grade 2 because if we restand with Tester Fox, well, what's it gonna hit? What's it gonna hit, right? The good thing is when it's retired, you get the counter charge 1, and then I can counter blast 1 back in superior called the chicken. I mean the cat. I guess it's fine, but it's just that we're not going to reach our opponent's numbers. But that's okay. That's game, and that's all that matters. So I hope you don't underestimate the power of GreatNature, and most importantly, I guess you know, enjoy the game. This deck is quite fun. It's very consistent in what it wants to do. Generate 4th attacks while drawing into your pieces, and helps you thin out the deck and do all that good stuff. So enhance the offensive prowess, and it also has defensive options, replacing your retired units with grade 2s and all that. And it makes quite a balanced deck. So hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I'm really excited to go into the next set. So be sure to check out my my live stream coming on Friday or maybe Saturday, depending on where you're from. So we can open some packs and maybe talk about the events and do some ranked plays. So excited for that. Hope to see you there. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already and want to see more. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye.